Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Oh, you could hear me before. You still can then. You just can't see me because my video camera was working with a different program right now, and I'm not sure. I have to restart my embed program in order to change that back. So you're just doing it without my face today. All right. Okay, so you can hear me, and then you can do that. And I don't know where my calculator is. Then you just go ahead and solve that. So we got 45 minus 32 gives you 13. So you have 13 over 32, and you're going to multiply that by 100. So divide that by 32, and times 100. Just moves the decimal point a couple places, and you get 40.625%. And that is a percent. So, and that is a percentage. So what is the percent increase? You're looking at that 40.625%. I know this is not working well for everybody today. That's okay. Or it's nothing new. We'll review tomorrow as well. We still have issues. I thought my mic wasn't working, so I restarted things, but then everyone was like, hey, my mic is working. So now there's this. Let's do a markup problem, because this is what we did. Copy. This is number 6 on your assignment. This here's a markup problem. Markup. Now remember, your markup is going to be equal to whatever the store paid for it. So store's cost plus the store's cost times whatever the, actually no, the markup is going to be just the store cost. I'm trying to give you a formula, Eli. For percent change, Logan, it is. For markup and discount, it is not. But for percent change, it is. I'm trying to think of how I could write markup and discount as a formula for Eli. Maybe I got to do it first, and then we'll come to me. A grocery store has a 20% markup on a bottle of soda. So we have a 20% markup rate. And this is your rate that's getting marked up. Right? For every dollar, it gets marked up 20 cents, so to speak, because all money's out of 100, cents are out of 100. Right? The bottle of soda costs the store. Okay, so the store pays $1.25 for it. In that case, you want to find your store's price here. I should write that the other way, shouldn't I? Let me just rearrange that and make it a little easier for you. I screwed that all up. I'll just rewrite it. Okay, so you have a 20% markup rate, and the 225 or the 125 is how much the store paid for it. Okay. So to find your markup, so how much is it actually marked up, which is not the same thing as this markup percentage or this rate here. How much did they mark it up, which is also not the same as what the question is asking. They're asking for the selling price. I want to know what the markup price is. Okay, so how much did they actually mark it up? In order to find that, you're going to do your store price. You can take your store price and you're going to multiply that by your percentage. And that's going to equal your markup price. Just keep in mind this has to be a decimal when you work with it, because it always is a decimal when you work with it. I guess I should have wrote the markup rate there. This will be your rate, but it's as a decimal, and that gives you your markup price. So I guess that's the closest formula I'm coming up with right now for you, but you're going to take your store price, which is 125, and you're going to multiply it by 0.2, which is 20% as a decimal. Yeah, you could do it that way too, Eli. I was going to do it that way after this. But that's going to give you, that's not going to give you your markup price. This will give you your markup price. So this will give you 1.1, 1.25 times 0.2 equals that. So this is going to increase by 25 cents. So your markup price is 25 cents here. I guess you do it this way. Is 25 cents. So the store is going to increase it by 25 cents, and therefore your selling price, which is going to be your original price, right, how much the store paid for it. So the store price plus the markup price, which is not the same thing as the markup percentages, precise equals your sale price. So in this case, you're going to do the 125 plus the 25 cents. And that should give you 150. So they're going to sell it for 150. You could also do what Eli just suggested and say, hey, you're selling this for $1.25 times 100% plus another 20%. Right? You're going to sell it for 100% of what you paid for it, which was the 125, plus 20 more percent, which will be your markup. And this will give you 1.25. And again, this is going to be 120% now. But you want that as a decimal, so you can multiply it by 1.25. And that's going to equal, it should equal the same thing, 1.25 times 1.2 gives you that 150. So that also will work. So a couple different ways to do it. Just pay attention to what it's asking and what all is happening with it. It's a pretty straightforward process. You want to find 20% of this and then add it to it. That's all you're doing. Find what is 25% of, so if you want to reword this, you're saying what is 20% of 125. Get that answer and then add that to 125. So there's your two steps. Go from there. Any questions on that one? I mean, there are many ways to do this. It's just whatever makes sense to you. What is that calculator app? It's just the graphing calculator. I use it for 8th grade mostly, and I don't know where I put my calculator right now. But yeah, it's just a TI-83 calculator program. I use it for 8th grade because we were doing imaginary numbers. Well, not really, but we were looking at them a bit. And yeah, we're going to do the markup ones for sure today. I mean, the percent change is pretty simple. Markup stuff, it takes some reasoning skills, and that's what we're really trying to focus on right now. And reasoning is tough to build. So let's look at number 7 here. Let's get rid of that. This is our bookstore. So this is number 7. But yeah, I still think we're struggling a bit with markup and stuff. So we're going to keep doing some of those today. But this is number 7. So here a bookstore pays $4.50 for a novel. So the store's price, the store is paying $4.50 for the novel. The percent markup, so your markup rate, is 45%, which again, we can't really use it as 45%. We'll use it as 0.45. Yeah, the video I thought was pretty helpful. So try to go, if you didn't watch the video from yesterday, I did post a video for you to watch. I mean, he's doing the same kind of stuff I'm doing. And we want to know what the sales price is. Selling price is unknown. So this is the information that's given to you. And again, all that you're doing, you're translating this as, I want to know what is 45% of 450. And then once I get that answer, I want to add that to 450. So here, what is 45% of 450? And again, the word of means multiplication. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 450 times your percent. However, you got to use it as your decimal. You can ignore my Steam, friends. And in that case, this is going to be, again, you can just do it on the calculator. 450 times 0.45 gives me $2.03. We're going to round. $2.03. And we'll just put that over there. So this is equal to your markup. This is not your selling price, that's your markup. You're marking it up $2.03. So you're increasing this price by $2.03. So we did that part. Now we're just going to add it to 450. So 450 plus, excuse me, $2.03 equals depending on how you type that in, it might have rounded differently. I don't know if it will or not. $6.53. And this here, again, is your selling price. That's what it's asking for. So that's your selling price. $6.53. Or that's the answer because it wants to know what it is. Or you can do what Eli just suggested. Instead of doing it in 2 steps, you can do it all in 1 step. And in that case, you're going to take the 450. I'll put a squiggly line here. Other way of doing it is you can take that 450 and you can multiply that by this percentage plus 100 more percent. So 100% plus 45%, which again you can't do with the percentages. So we're just going to do 1 plus 0. Turn them both into decimals. 100% as a decimal is 1. 45% is 0.25 or 0.45. and then you do 450 times 1.45. And that should also give you, this one might round it differently too, I don't know, 4.50 times 1.45 gives you your $653. $653. So again, either way, whichever way you're more comfortable with, this way here works a lot better reasoning-wise when it gets to discount problems, but whatever it is. Yeah, I'll do discount ones. I want to do 8, 9, and 10 today at least. I'll give you that. But let's get a text layer going. So this is 8. So a pair of boots are $94.99. So this here is the price. The price is, I'll say equals, price equals $94.99. And they are 20% off. So our discount rate is 25%. And that is a discount, so it's going down, right? So remember discount goes down. With this discount, what is the sales price? And it's asking me for the sale price. How much are these actually going to cost you? So you're saving 25%. So if you're going to go one way for it, again, it's asking what is 25% of $94.99. That will get you the amount you save, and then you just want to subtract that. Subtract from $94.99 to get what you paid. So that's our game plan. So I want to figure out what 25% of this is. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply that. So 94.99 times 0.25. Again, I can't use 25%. I have to use the decimal. And that's going to give me how much I save. So this equals my savings. In that case, you have 94.99 times 0.25. You save $23.75. Again, rounding that for money reasons. That's how much you save. So then you want to subtract that from the $94.99 to figure out how much you pay. So you can take $94.99, subtract it from $23.75, and that's going to get you how much you pay. And again, this is going to be what you pay for it. So 94.99 minus 23.75 gives you $7,124. That's one way to look at it. Right? And we'll look at it the way that Eli suggested for the markup, is you can do that 94.99 times 100% minus 25%. So remember, markup, we had a plus sign there. Here we have a minus for discount. And that's where Eli is getting his 75% from. But again, you don't really do it with percentages. So if you want to look at it as 94.99 and then 100% is 1 minus 0.25, you can do it that way. Or you can actually just turn that into a percent first and get 75% and then do that into a decimal. But this is going to turn out to be 0.75. And this is going to give you how much you pay for it. It's not going to give you your discount. It's going to tell you straight up how much you pay for it. And we can check that on the calculator too to make sure it's the same thing. 94.99 times 0.75. And there's your 71.24. So you'll note you're still paying the same amount for it. But either way you want to do it, it's fine. You're getting the sales price for it. If you do it this way, you learn the savings. If you do it this way, you got to subtract the 2 to get the savings. So if you do the 94.99 minus the 71.24 equals your 23.75. That's how you get your savings that way. So it depends on what it's asking you for, on what you want. And here it wants, what is the sales price? That's this. So whichever way you want to look at it, it can be done both ways. Any questions on 8? Alright, I still want to look at 9 and 10 today, even though they are probably going to be done the same way. Alright. So a cell phone regularly sells for $210, is on sale for 30% off. So our price, again, is the 210. It is your discount rate is 30% off. And again, you don't really want to use it as a percentage, so make that a decimal. I'm doing 9 and 10, and then I'm going to end it. And if we have questions, I'll work on some tomorrow. But I've been sitting at this desk for way too long right now. I need to move around and do something else after this. So I'm going to do 9 and 10. You can look at the beginning ones. If you still have questions on things, ask tomorrow. I don't plan on doing anything new tomorrow. Again, I just want to make sure we understand percent change and markup and discount this week. Those are our objectives. So we'll look at it from there. We want to know our sales price. We just don't know what it is. And again, I'm just pulling information out of this. And again, when it comes to discount stuff, I actually like how Eli suggested to do it, but I'll do it both ways, whatever you're more comfortable with. So we're going to take 210, we're going to multiply that by 0.3, and this is going to give us how much we save. All right. Is this for homework? Yeah, try to get them done, but again, if you have questions, we're going to be working on them tomorrow too. I can go over some. I don't think I have anything like new assignment to give you tomorrow. I think we're just going to answer questions, make sure everyone's comfortable with things. So here you can go ahead, grab your calculator, solve that out. What is that? 210 times 0.3 gives us $63. So you're saving $63 here. So then you're going to take your original price, which is at 210, and you're going to subtract 63 from it. And I just typed it in backwards, so it's going to be 147. You can ignore my calculator workers. That's how much you're going to pay for it. Or you can look at it the other way, which was taking the 210, doing 100% minus your 30% is going to equal your payment. So again, that's going to be 210, and then 1 minus 0.3. So 210 times 0.7. I mean, 1 minus 0.3 gives you the 0.7. That's where that's coming from. And then you're going to multiply that by 210, and that gives you your 147 that you pay for it. Right? And if you wanted the savings, you got to go 210 minus 147, and that equals 63 for your savings. So it's about keeping track of what you know and what each number means is probably the hardest part of these. But that's really it. I don't remember. Yeah, number 10, it just kind of takes all the context out of it. And I give you the information right away. So this one, I just give you the information straight up. Say, hey, this is what it is. Here, your regular price is $46. Your discount is 25. Again, you cannot use that. Put it as the decimal. So you can do 46 times 0.25. If you're really good, that's just 1/4. So you're dividing it by 4, but 46 times 0.25 gives you 11.50. So this is how much you're saving. And then you're going to take that and, sorry, in this case you're going to add it. Oh, I'm sorry, you subtract it, right? What is it, discount? Yeah, discount. 46, and then here you're going to subtract it because it's a discount from your 46. So minus 46. And again, I'm just making sure I use the positive version of that as I write the negative sign. 34.50. So you're paying $34.50 for this. Or you can look at it as 46 times 100 minus 25%. Or you can do 46 1 minus 0.25%, or 46 times 0.75. Again, just make them into decimals, subtract, and you can do 46 times 0.75. This is how much you're paying. Get your $34.50. And then if you want your savings for it, even though it doesn't ask you for it, you would take your 46 minus your $34.50, and your savings would be that $11.50. So this is your payment, and this is your savings. This is the answer it's looking for, though. Any questions on this? No, we got off to a rough start on this. Tomorrow we are going to just kind of look over more of them. You're going to get an email about Monday eventually, but I don't think you're going to have much to do Monday for anybody. So just keep that in mind. Be looking for that. I haven't been 100% on what all is happening with it yet, so I'm not going to tell you, but Monday you should be getting an email for something different. Just keep that in mind. With that, give the percent change ones a shot, and if you have questions, we'll talk about it tomorrow. You should be getting an email, Eli. But it's as of right now, it's not looking like you're having math class Monday, so just be aware of it. If you do have questions, shoot me an email or wait till tomorrow, because again, I don't think I have. Yeah, I think I just have it set up as a review for tomorrow. I was going to review whatever we did today, things like that, and I'll give you answers to other things from the chapter if you have any questions on anything in the chapter, but we are about ready to end the chapter too. So let me know why. I don't know why. It's part of the meeting that we had. It wasn't my choice, it was someone else's choice, and I'm just thinking it's a good idea and you should do that as well. So I will talk to you later. Have a good evening. Try some of the percent change ones. If not, come with questions tomorrow. Either way, make sure you're working on science, and I'll talk to you later.